everyone, my name is Mini Sethi. I hope you all are staying healthy. Today we are going to talk about transaction approach, or we can say that Fisher quantity theory of money. This theory is given by American economist Irving Fisher in his book named Purchasing Power of Money. According to this theory, other factors remain constant. Money supply, or we can say that quantity of money and price have a direct relation. According to this theory, other factors remain constant, then money supply and price have a direct relation. That means increase in money supply will lead to inflation. But how? Suppose supply of goods and services are constant, only money supply increase. As a result, demand increase, prices increase, eventually it will lead to inflation. So we can say that according to this theory, other factors remain constant, quantity of money and price have a direct relation. And according to this theory, value of money, or we can say the prices are determined at the point where money demand is equal to money supply. Now we will see assumption. Price is a passive factor because money supply can affect prices, but prices can't affect money supply. Velocity of money is constant, which is represented by V. T is constant, which represent total number of transactions of goods and services. Money supply is exogenous because money supply is decided by monetary authority. Long time period theory, existence of full employment. This theory assumes money only medium of exchange. Now we will see money demand and money supply according to this theory. According to this theory, money demand depend on total volume of transaction and price level. According to this theory, money demand depend on total volume of transaction and price level. Total volume of transaction means amount of goods and services exchanged for money. And money demand depend on total volume of transaction and price level. Here T represent total volume of transaction and P represent price level. That's why this part represent money demand, because money demand depend on total volume of transaction and price level. And according to this theory, money supply depend on quantity of money in circulation and velocity of money. Here M represent quantity of money in circulation and V represent velocity of money. That's why this part represent money supply, because according to this theory, money demand, money supply influenced by quantity of money in circulation and velocity of money. And according to this theory, equilibrium level of prices are determined where money supply is equal to money demand. Now we will see velocity of money. Velocity of money means how quickly money changes hands in transaction, or we can say that how many times same amount of money circulated in economy will be called velocity of money. Suppose you have 100 rupees note. With this 100 rupees note, you purchased coffee and give this note to coffee shopkeeper. With the same 100 rupees note, coffee shopkeeper will purchase a newspaper. So we can say that same 100 rupees note circulated twice within that day. It will be called velocity of that 100 rupees note, because velocity of money means how many times same amount of money circulate in economy. And the formula of calculating velocity of money is GNP divided by M. Here V is velocity of money and GNP means gross national product and M is money supply. This is equation of this theory as we earlier discussed. M represent money in circulation, V velocity of money, P price level, T total number of transaction. And MV part represent money supply, PT part represent money demand. Equilibrium prices are determined where money demand is equal to money supply, as we earlier discussed. In this theory, we assume V and T are constant. In this theory, we assume V and T are constant and M and P have a direct relation. That means as money in circulation increase, prices also increase. As money in circulation fall, prices also fall. Obviously, as money in circulation increase, that means demand for goods and services also increase. Eventually, it will lead to increase in prices. But as prices increase, the value of money fall. But how? For example, many years ago, 500 rupees have so much value because we could buy so many goods and services from 500 rupees. but now due to higher prices, due to inflation, we can buy very few things with the same 500 rupees note. That's why we used to say nowadays, because of inflation, because of higher prices, 500 rupees don't have so much value. So we can say that as prices increase, value of money fall. After some time period, Fisher revised his equation by adding a credit money. Here meaning of MV and PT are same as we earlier discussed. M dash represent volume of bank deposit, or we can say the M dash represent credit money. V dash represent velocity of bank deposit, or we can say that V dash represent velocity of credit of money. So we can write this equation like this also. We bring T here, and this equation mainly shows V and V dash and T are constant, then price and M have a direct relation. Now we will see diagram. Here we have two diagrams, both are interconnected. On horizontal side we have quantity of money, quantity of money. Here vertical side we have value of money, here vertical side we have prices. Quantity of money and price have a positive relation. That means as quantity of money increase, prices also increase. Obviously, as quantity of money increase, demand for goods and services also increase. Eventually, it will lead to increase in prices. Here you can see as quantity of money is increasing, prices also increasing. So, prices depend on quantity of money. Prices and quantity of money have a positive relation. Here you can see as quantity of money is increasing, value of money is falling. That means quantity of money and value of money have an inverse relation. But why? Because as quantity of money increase, prices increase. Due to increase in prices, value of money fall. So we can say that quantity of money and value of money have a inverse relation, but quantity of money and price have a positive relation. Here you can see as quantity of money increasing, value of money is falling. So value of money is function of quantity of money. V represent value of money, M represent quantity of money, both have a inverse relation. Now let's see significance. This theory helped to understand inflation rate by explaining how increase in money supply can lead to inflation. Monetary policy implication. That means this theory suggests central bank can control inflation rate by managing money supply. This theory explains how change in money supply can affect purchasing power, how inflation is reducing value of money. This theory helps investor by providing information about inflation rate and interest rate. Now we say criticism, simple tourism, because this theory explains everything which people already know. Unrealistic assumption. This theory based on unrealistic assumption and assume T constant, V constant, V dash constant, but in reality all these factors are not constant. This theory assume price level is a passive factor, but prices are active factor, not passive factor. This theory more focus on money supply and very less focus on money demand. Money demand also very important. This theory only applicable in full employment, but in economy there is not always full employment. Fail to explain trade cycle. This theory don't talk about recession, depression, trough. These are also very important. This theory talks about velocity of money, but in reality it is very difficult to measure velocity of money. This theory oversimplify relationship between prices and money supply. This theory focus on long run, but what's about short run? This theory ignores store value function of money. So this is all about Fisher quantity theory of money. I think you got it, and thank you so much for watching this video. Bye, take care.